Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Living My Dream. This is Madhulika, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how I got my first part-time job within 10 days of landing in Canada. So I will give you some tips and tricks on what I did to get that job and which can help you as well, because getting part-time job is difficult, but it's not impossible. And I have secured it in 10 days, so I'm sure you can do it too. So stay tuned while I share all my details of everything which I did. So I landed in Canada in January. It was winter season, very cold, snow everywhere. So it's very difficult to get a part time job in that situation. And I was new. I had no friends, nobody whom I knew in Canada. So I had no work to do. I landed in Canada almost 10 days before my course was about to start. So I had that 10 days buffer time, which I used to do all the mandatory things like getting BCID, your MSP, and things like that, which is important to get it. Maybe I'll make another video to talk about the documents or the things you have to do in first 10 days once landing in Canada. So I had done all those things and I had ample of time because I knew nobody here and I was just sitting at home doing nothing. At that point in time, I thought that let's start applying for job, because yes, once my college starts, I will be looking for part-time job as well. So I first of all, I opened my CV and I saw it has a lot of Indian experience. So we need to remove that experience, because when I'm looking for a part-time job here, maybe in Walmart, Home Depot, or anywhere, I cannot show, or they're not interested in my Indian experience or what I've done in India. Rather, they want to know what I can do for the job opening which they have. If they have something in sales, they want to know how good my communication skills is, how good am I in sales, things like that. Or if there is something in customer service, they want to know if I have experience in customer service, how good my customer service is. So, first of all, I went ahead and opened an account in Indeed, which is very important. And I would suggest each one of you to do that when you come to Canada. Open your account in Indeed. I had an account in LinkedIn already. So I changed the country to Canada in LinkedIn. And I also went to Glassdoor and Jobs Bank and everywhere. I created an account. Then I worked on my CV. So my CV was a basic CV first, like just my details, my phone number, email address, and the top 5 skills which I possess. Some of my experience, not a lot in details, because, like I said, they don't want to know what you have done in India. But still, some of my experience, how they can contact me. And then I started looking for jobs. I went to Indeed and I started looking for part time jobs in Vancouver. Um, and then it showed me quite a lot of jobs like sales, customer service, security, forklifter, a lot of these things. For security and forklift and things like that, you need a license. And it doesn't cost a lot, maybe anything between 200 to 450 or 500. But once you get that license, you can do these jobs. So then I filtered out non-licensed jobs. So, customer service, sales, all these things were on the top, from companies like Walmart, Dollarama, Home Depot, Real Canadian, Superstore, a lot of such places. So I looked at their JD and I saw what exactly they want. And accordingly, I prepared my CV. So when I'm making a customer service, I'm applying for a customer service job, I wrote that the companies where I worked with, what were my things where I did customer service role, or how was my interaction with customer, how much interaction was there. So I wrote my skills and then some of my experience according to the customer service. So my roles in India included customer service, IT, sales, a lot of all these things. So I did put what they are looking for in my CV, and I know I can talk about it because I've already worked on it. I was ensuring that I'm updating each and every time I'm applying for a job, my CV, my cover letter. I'm ensuring, even if it is a part time job, they're looking for somebody who's serious about it. So, putting a cover letter won't cause a lot of harm to us, but it may do good to us because in a cover letter, I'm writing what all skills I am carrying for that job or how can I help and support in the job, what I'm bringing onto the table plus the CV. So for every job, I was updating my CV as well. And at the same time, while I was applying for this, I was also ensuring I'm going on LinkedIn while I'm checking for part-time job. I was also checking for virtual job fair. So virtual job fair is like you apply to it at that point in time and you can schedule your interview as well. So many a times, there's nobody who's looking at the CV and things like that, but you upload all the details and then immediately you can schedule your interview with the convenient time which you have. So that helps because that helps us to go directly into the interview panel instead of waiting for somebody to call us for the interview. So I was very happy because there was Home Depot Virtual Job Fair which was going on, and I selected the next day early morning slot for the interview. I did went through the entire JD to find out what they're looking for, and I updated my CV accordingly. I ensured I also brush myself up, understand the questions which they might ask. I saw a few YouTube videos where they are talking about what kind of questions Home Depot ask. So that was helping me as well. So, and because I've applied for those part time jobs, I also got a call from Walmart for an interview, but that was like after 5 days. And my Home Depot interview was just next day. So, the few tips which I would give here is number one, update your CV. Number two, ensure we are sending cover letter with every CV and apply online as much as possible for all the part time jobs you see. And third would be look for virtual job fair. This is a key thing which has helped me land a job in 10 days in Canada. So the next morning, I had my Home Depot interview, and it was 2 rounds. So I waited, and then a manager took my interview, then passed me on to the head of that center, and I was able to give that interview as well. And the best part about virtual job fair is you don't have to keep waiting for interviews after interviews. Rather, you can just give one interview, go to the next round, and it's all done. And then they told me they'll come back to me because they are taking more interviews. So they'll come back to me in a couple of days. I was not very sad because I had Walmart interview scheduled as well after 5 days. But a day before Walmart interview, I got a call from Home Depot HR saying I'm selected for customer service role, and they're working on the offer letters and they'll send me some documents, things like that. So I called Walmart and I told them that because I already have a job offer, I am not able to come for the interview tomorrow. And we should always close it because maybe in future I might need a job with Walmart and I don't want to burn bridges there. So I did call them. I informed them that I'm not coming because of a reason instead of keeping them waiting for me for an interview and thinking what happened to me. So I closed it nicely. The HR gave me her email ID saying if in future I need a job, I can definitely reach out to her. So that was a win-win situation for me because in future, if I need Walmart job, I can go there as well. So yes, that's how I got my Home Depot job, using all the online tools I could, updating my CV, updating my cover letter, using the virtual job fair. So I would recommend you to do that as well. While you're checking for part-time job, do check for virtual job fair in Canada. This is all from me for today's video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. And let me know in comments what you think about this video, or if you want to hear anything. I will make another video on how I was able to secure a tier 0 job when I was an international student. So I'll make another video for that as well. So see you soon. Bye.